Before things get too far underway, I just want to remind you guys that I did upload a Hardcore Iron Man video pretty recently, so you guys might have missed that one. It was a pretty big episode, but in case you guys missed it amidst all of the Twisted League content, make sure you go and check it out. However, this video is Twisted League, and this video is training combat. I have been putting it off for a long time. In the end of the last episode, we opened all of our Wintertide crates and worked on getting a very high base total level, but now we are going to work on combat and grinding out our weapon or weapons for Slayer. Now, the original weapon that I was thinking of getting is actually a rune scimitar. However, the magic shortbow is also an option. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. First things first, I'm gonna buy some really just crappy armor because I don't know how much damage these things are gonna do to me. I'm gonna rush 5 defense real quick and then just throw the steel on. Just look at these XP drops. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. 10 times experience because I picked up that double perk last time. And wow, this is crazy. So that's actually already 50 range right there, which I believe is the level to equip a magic shortbow. So I guess I'm just going to stop ranging for now. Unfortunately, this place is pretty crowded. I mean, luckily they don't really drop anything, so it's not really a big deal. But if you take a look in the chat, you don't even see all of the levels I've been getting. But I've been here for like maybe an hour, and we've gone up quite a few total levels and quite a few combat levels. So I think I'm going to finish off with probably 40 defense and then just AFK here for a little bit, maybe just let my other stats get up a little bit. Then we can head over to Fire Giants, I think, and start training the Magic and Prayer up. That's 40 defense right there, and that's 40 in all of my combat stats, aside from Magic. So I think, like I said, I might just AFK here whenever I don't really feel like putting too much attention in or when I'm editing videos for a little bit, just to keep working on these stats, because the faster I get them to 99 and just the higher I get them, the faster Slayer is going to be, which I think I want to start some Slayer in this video, because there's a lot of tasks I can get from that. The faster I get to perk 4, the faster we can start working on clue scrolls. I just realized I should be making a detour here. I was originally going to be training my magic up right now, but I think a much better plan is to just immediately start focusing on trying to get Shazian favor to 40%. The reason for this is, at 40% favor, I unlock the Shazian gang fighting organized crime kind of thing, and you have a pretty good chance of getting a rune scimitar from that. If I can do that, that'll save me time of having to kill fire giants, so I'm gonna go ahead and bump this Shazian favor up to 40%, and hopefully not too many other people have thought of this yet. I'm sure some people have. I'm just kind of hoping that I can at least kill a few of the gang members and get some stuff from it, because there's a lot of other good drops too, besides just the rune scimitar. Just really hoping I can get lucky there. Well, as you guys can probably tell based on what's going on in the background, this is not actually as easy as it looks. These things hit incredibly hard, and I don't have overheads, so them hitting incredibly hard does not really bode well for me. That being said, it's still something that's a fantastic source of plenty of other supplies. I'm going to go ahead and put on screen right now all of like the really cool, nice stuff you can get from it besides just the rune scimitar, and it also gives you something called intelligence. Now, that doesn't mean it makes you smarter. It means quite simply that it's something that you can turn in, and it gives you a lot of experience, especially with the 10 times rates that I'm now getting in combat XP. It's pretty crazy. Alright, I'm not going to lie, I'm really confused. That thing was partially damaged by me, like, as in I was hitting it and it had taken damage, but I hadn't fully killed it. And then it just randomly got hit at 25 and died. I mean, I'll take it. I still got the drop. So that's good, I guess. So I think I am officially dry on a rune scimitar now. I have over 80 kills, but I did just get a hard clue scroll. So that could actually be really big. Could be really big. Well, literally just from turning in the intelligence that I've been getting in these training manuals, managed to get myself from 40 to 60 strength and 40 to 50 attack so far, so I think I'm going to get 60 attack and then move on to using them on defense. So since my clue scroll is taking me all the way over to the area past Konar, I figured I might as well pop in here and go ahead and grab myself a Slayer task. I'm now realizing that that agility shortcut is actually pretty handy for this, and I might end up training agility just to be able to get it. But for now, let's just pick up a Slayer task. 128 trolls. That's actually not a bad task. I'll take that. Conveniently, I think trolls are actually located pretty close to raids, which means that if I do that, that would be a great time to knock out barb fishing and try and get 40 agility. It's not happening. Abort! Abort! Away! I need to get protection fairs before I can do this, I think. Oh, wait, no, he's just standing there. Maybe I can knife him from there. He won't attack me back. Alright, he's clearly still definitely 100% attacking me back. I think this was a horrible decision. I regret everything. To be fair, it's probably not helping that I'm also still 1 magic. So, I think we train a little bit before we do this step. Well, 50 to 60 range, all done on these gang meetups. I am pretty substantially dry. I'm well over 100 KC at this point. The drop rate, according to the wiki, is 1 in 80. So, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this, because it looks like some of the bigger streamers are starting to catch wind of this now, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break from doing this now. I've been doing it for a while. Supposedly, there's some other stuff out here that can drop rune scimitars that isn't fire giant, so I'm going to go ahead and try those things as well. Wook's apparently killed something in the Shazian Crypt over here, so I'm going to see if that's crowded at all, and if it's not, then I'll try getting my rune scimitar from that before we head over to Slayer. I mean, I did get some really good stuff from this, though. I mean, if you take a look, 250 oak planks, 50 mahogany planks, and 100 teak planks. So if I ever decide to train construction, that's probably like 10 levels at least banked there. Not to mention, nearly 1,000 cosmic runes. I don't know if I'm ever going to use those, but that's pretty ridiculous. Alright, so don't mind the low HP and the iron knives all over the floor, but just hit 1,000 total level. Well, 1,001 now. 66 range. We're still here. I've only killed about 30 or 40 fire giants at this point, but that plus all of the dry streak on the gangsters, which I had like 120 there at a 1 in 80 rate, we're pretty dry on this scimitar. Once I run out of knives, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I might just go to the Arcus library for a little bit and train my magic or buy some runes. I have no idea, man. I just want to get the scimitar so I can move on. Went and bought some runes. Spent, honestly, a lot of money buying, like 50k or something, buying some runes. But just got 40 magic within like 3 fire giant kills. So that's going to be more points whenever I decide to claim them. Honestly, if I don't get the fire giant, if I don't get the rune scimitar from these fire giants, like by the time I'm out of runes, I think what I'm going to do is probably just train all of my Slayer with ranged, if I can work up to making a magic short bow. And then just AFK train my melee stats until I get a whip. Because I don't think 85 Slayer is going to take that long, and MSB is probably going to be substantially higher DPS than a rune scimitar will anyway, especially because we don't have piety. That is some amazing, amazing RDT. Dude, 45 law rune drop, or rare drop table drop. That is super good, because I don't think anything on Zaya sells law runes. That is, oh, that is so good. I'm pretty freaking happy about that, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is legitimately the first time in my life I've ever seen this on the ground and actually been really angry. Mostly because I also got a longbone earlier. I have officially revised my plan. At this point, I'm about to hit 60 magic here, and there's not really much point in blowing the rest of these runes when I can get way faster XP at the Zaya library. So that's just some nice points, and I'm not sure if committing more time to this rune scimitar is that big of a deal. So what I want to do now is I want to see if I got magic logs from Wintertod. I honestly wasn't paying attention when I was opening the crates, but if I did, that's going to save me a lot of time. Otherwise, I either have to go back to Wintertod, or I have to try to get 75 woodcutting. I'm not sure which one will actually be faster. Wintertod might be, just because if I do that, I have a chance of getting the pyro boots as well, but we'll have to see. And in case it wasn't obvious, the reason I want the magic logs is to make a magic short bow. Let's just try and get an idea of where we're standing here too. I haven't claimed my points in quite a while. Okay, that's actually a lot more than I thought I had. I only need 230 more points until the next relic, and once I hit that next relic, all the points I get are going to be passive. So I'm going to try and see if I'm pretty close to anything that I can get really quickly here to bump this up. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite get my prayer to 40. 1 level off, but I'm pretty much out of runes, so I didn't have enough to continue killing the dragons that I was actually killing. So 39 though is enough for Protect Mage, which means I can go and attempt to continue working on this clue scroll. Hopefully. If I can complete it and I get a magic short bow, that'll be really, really nice, and it'll save me a pretty big detour here, but we'll have to see. I mean, anything that I can get from it, besides like the random cosmetics, is actually going to be pretty nice. Whew, alright, we did it. We killed the Sorrow Wizard, we got a water battle staff from him. We got a freaking hard clue. There's so much that I can get out of this. Just any, like rune pick, rune axe, that's even good. You know, anything rune related is fine. Magic shortbow, black d'hide. But watch, I'm gonna get like a bunch of fire lighters or something. Come on, man. Alright, black d'hide chaps and nature runes. Those are actually, the Zami page is unfortunately useless. But the black d'hide chaps are amazing. It's technically a best in slot, I think, actually, here. And the nature runes are really good because you can only get nature runes from things that drop nature runes here. So that's actually fantastic. Black d'hide chaps is a best in slot. Now I really need to get 70 range to be able to wear them, but that'll happen pretty quickly. So, it has come to my attention, this is a very minor difference. Apparently the rune dagger is very, very slightly better than the adamant sword. So, same strength bonus, it just has a little bit more accuracy. So I guess I'm going to be training with the rune dagger now. Very poorly attempted to learn the mess hall, but I did get 100% favor and 65 cooking from doing it. So if I ever do want to come back here, it's probably a lot better now that I can make pineapple pizzas. But got 100% there, so I can now head over to the woodcutting guild because I'm gonna have to start training the woodcutting up to be able to chop a magic log. I decided I would do this instead of the fire making approach to continue at Wintertod, just because if I go ahead and claim my points here, I'm actually pretty close to getting the next tier, and I'll get that when I get my fletching level up, so, and probably just one other or two other really random tasks. After that, I don't really care, so getting those extra points from the Wintertod tasks are kind of like unnecessary, and it's just too much RNG for me right now after going try on that rune sim. So I just did the pizza one because someone in my chat told me to do it. I didn't expect that to be a hard task, I thought it'd be an easy one, so I just got 100 points for making 20 pizzas in the mess hall. That is ridiculously easy. So yeah, definitely getting that relic, because I'm gonna have to get 80 fletching, which is gonna give me the rest of the points, so should be fine. I just realized that before I can actually use my broad arrows, I'm gonna have to actually unlock the ability to make them, which is gonna take a little while. So before I get there, I'm gonna have to use something else. So I'm thinking iron arrows is probably what it's gonna be. Either way, I'm gonna need some more feathers, so dumping a little bit of money here just to pick up some feathers. Then I'm gonna swing by the Arceus house and switch my spellbook. And the reason for that is because I feel like there's not too much of a reason to be on the normal spellbook aside from alching. So I'm gonna just use some of those nature runes that I have, alch the drops that I did get, and then I guess just switch over, because I want to be able to use the ensouled heads I get on task while I'm getting them. It'll speed up the task a little bit, and it's just the best time to do it. Alright, let's just see this. This is my first ever ensouled head use, and this is going to be a crazy amount of XP, because ensouled heads already give a lot. Multiply by 5, and then an additional 2 times multiplier because of Way of the Warrior that I picked. I just really want to see how much XP this is going to give. Come on, the suspense is killing me. 6,500. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Oh, that is gross. So there's 40 prayer, which is a task, and it also unlocks protect from range, which isn't super relevant just yet. But I also realized that since my task is trolls that I picked up earlier, they do occasionally drop nature runes, which is really nice because that's going to help a lot in terms of alching stuff. These solar runes are really, really, really expensive, like 400 plus coins each from the shop. So buying a lot of them, it adds up pretty quickly. So until I find other ways of getting them, having as many nature runes as possible to alch things is going to be great. Plus I'm going to need them when I buy the broad arrowheads anyway. Oh, and let's not forget what happens since I did get another task unlock. Claim the points. We now have access to our 4th relic. Now, I'm going to be really careful that I don't misclick here. The first one is the Spirit of Din. Basically, this stuff all pertains to Wintertod. It makes Wintertod very, very easy, and you get more loot from it. The middle one, which I think most people are going to take, is just an increase on damage and accuracy against everything, and that boost increases when you're fighting things on your Slayer task. And of course, the goal of the series is clue scrolls, so before even reading it, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that we take the Treasure Seeker perk here, and then I'll explain to you guys what this actually does. Now basically, anything that can drop a clue scroll will drop them at a 1 in 10 rate. This means that for Abbey Demons, for example, which is what I plan on killing a lot of, since they drop both hards and elites, both of those are now a 1 in 10 rate. In addition to that, you can get things from clue geodes more often, clue nests more often. All unstarted clues are stackable, so I can have as many of them as I want unless I start them. And all clues have the lowest number of steps for their tier, which means they should all go fairly quickly. This is incredible. Now it's time we head over and make all of those arrowheads. I did just mine some iron, so I should have enough for a couple thousand arrows. I think that'll hopefully tide me over at least a few Slayer levels. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. You know, I think I have to just bite the bullet on this one, and we didn't get a rune axe from our hard clue scroll, which means that I unfortunately have to dump 40,000 gold on buying the one from this shop. If I can't find one, I'll just buy the Addy, but ugh. As you guys can see, I got a hard clue scroll while doing woodcutting, and this hard clue has kind of spawned a realization. I feel bad for wasting money on that rune axe, but I think it was actually just a waste of money. Reason being is, magic shortbow drops from clue scrolls really often, and since I already have the treasure hunter or treasure seeker perk unlocked, I can just use fire strike on anything that drops hard clues. I'll look for the weakest thing I can, and I'll just get a bunch of clues stacked up from that, do all those, and hopefully get a magic shortbow that way. This way should be a lot faster than grinding out all of the actual stats, so I think this is probably a good idea. Alright, here we go, second hard clue casket. We got a black d'hide body and a magic longbow. Oh, so close. So close. We did also get a rune plate body and a rune kite shield, and I think a rune longsword, which is probably going to be better than the rune dagger I'm currently using. So you guys remember me saying that the clues were stackable. This is what happens. They drop as a scroll box, and as long as I don't open this, I can get as many as I want. I'm pretty sure if I open this, it won't give me more. Either that, or they just don't let you open multiple at once, I'm not sure. But that's the first time using the Treasure Seeker perk. Pretty cool. I did decide on Greater Demons because they're the only thing that has like no Slayer requirement that wasn't super crowded. So gonna be here with my new magic longbow and iron arrows for a while. Just got my first maze random, so hopefully we can get some good stuff from this. 74%, pretty good. Not great though, I can usually get like 78%, but I'll take 74%, see what we can get here. Looks like iron arrows, ironically. That's actually pretty nice though, because that's like 1,000 extra arrows. Steel arrows and mithril ore as well, so it's not too bad actually. I would say this is the first really big milestone combat level. 70 range coming in here, and that means I can actually put on this black d'hide. So we're going from just a magic longbow to now a magic longbow in full black d'hide. Should make my accuracy a lot higher, though my DPS isn't going to go up too much because it's a magic longbow. But once we get 5 clues, I'm going to head out of here and hopefully change that and make it a magic shortbow. There's our 5th clue box. Let's go get this magic shortbow. As you guys can see, I am actually killing unicorns. I'm doing this because I want to get the secondaries to make anti-poisons. I need these anti-poisons to kill lizardmen brutes so that I can start grinding out fangs in order to get a Xerix talisman charged and ready to go. This should help me a lot with my hard clues because it'll help me teleport around faster and just get more places more quickly. I also plan on doing all of the mini quests. Well, they're not really mini quests, but all of the Zaya quests in order to get that done as well. But before we jump into all of that, bam, 43 prayer. Pray melee, let's go. Quick little detour. There is the easy diaries done. I actually have no idea what to use this on. So I'm just going to put it on like instruction, I guess. Because I don't know what else to do with it. So 43, I think construction for a little bit is actually relevant because it does give me access to building the tool stores in the POH, which I think is eventually how I have to get an amulet mold if I want to make anything other than an amulet of strength. Oh my lord, that is so lucky. Well, there's the first thing we need to do start grinding before these clue scrolls, which is a Xerix talisman, and this kind of makes up for the rune scimitar grind, I'm not going to lie, because that Xerix talisman came after I only had 2 lizardman fangs, and I believe that equipping this is also a hard task. So, and I didn't have an amulet yet, so I can kind of just wear this always. I'm probably going to stay here till I have about 500 fangs or something like that, because I think it'll help a lot for the clue scrolls. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the quests too, or do them supplementary. I'll figure that out as I go. Very, very nice. That is another Xerix talisman. The reason this is so nice is because I can dismantle this one. And there we go, that's 100 fangs. That is so many teleports. I think I'm gonna stay till I get like 1 or 2 more for now, because obviously this is quite slow. I decided to do it with melee since most of the time if you're attacking the right ones, they don't hit you back anyway. So why not get some melee XP while I'm here? Looks like that's 60 attack coming in. Another league task. I don't think I'm gonna claim my points for a little while, just because I want to get that huge dopamine rush when I just turn in like 20 or 30 tasks at once. Plus, I mean, honestly, 2,500 points away, there's really not much like of a reason to claim it every single time. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit on that. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted. That is my third one, so we can go ahead and dismantle that. Now we have a pretty good amount of Lizardman fangs, so we can go ahead and just tuck those away. And I think 243 charges should be enough to sustain me, hopefully long enough, until I can get like a reasonable amount of law runes, get all the crits, memoir, tellies, and maybe even get to the point where I'm 85 Slayer and have a whip. But with that done, let's go knock out those 5 clue scrolls I have in the bank. Alright, first clue scroll of the stack. Magic Shortbow. That is actually not bad. The law runes are amazing. I gotta get used to this. Law runes are really good. Anytime we see law runes, we're happy. And the Rune Fell Helm I didn't have yet, so I think that's my current best in slot. And I think that's my best in slot until I get a Dragon Med Helm, actually. So, Firelighter's a garbage, but the Rune Fell Helm is great, and the law runes are great. Alright, same spot. Next clue. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Those bracers are actually best in slot. Like, really, really best in slot. Until I get... Actually, I think those are best in slot forever. Until I get either a combat bracelet for melee. No, those are great. The Red Dragon Mask is obviously kind of a meme. The Heraldic Shield, I guess, is Fashionscape. And I didn't have a rune pick and the Nature Runes. This is a fantastic one. I'm still trying to work out teleports. That's kind of like the hardest part about this is figuring out all of the teleport locations and whatnot. So for example, getting back here to the Arceus area, since my home teleport's on cooldown, the fastest way to do this one is most likely going to end up me using the Krez memoirs to get here. So I have to do all those quests at some point soon too. Dialogue, there we go. That is the Ascent of Arceus quest completed, which means I can use this little page thing on my memoirs, and that's a very, very quick way of getting back here now. So that's going to be pretty helpful. Got this easy clue from doing some woodcutting as well. I'm going to actually need these because I'm pretty sure there's an elite step on here that requires a bob shirt, which you can only get from easy clues. In addition to that, the vestment robes from here are the equivalent of monk robes with an additional magic bonus, so they have prayer. That's kind of what we're hoping for. And we got a vestment robe on one easy clue scroll. It's like the best one too. That's gonna be so good for Slayer, dude. Oh, that's amazing. I'm ready for number 3. I believe. Alright, just give us that beautiful magic shortbow. Not a magic shortbow, but rune plate legs that we didn't have, and there's Zamorak plate legs too, dude. What's all the Zamorak items, man? And nature runes, which is fantastic. Purple sweets I might get some use out of because they're food. Sharks are great. And these two are just alkables. So, doing good, man. We're still doing good on this grind, though. We only have 2 more hard clues, so really, really hoping we can snag that freaking MSB. Alright, number 4. Please. MSB. Ooh, no MSB. That's literally like almost full rune in that. That's just all alks. All alkables right there. Surely, it has to be the magic shortbow. This is the last of the 5 caskets that I gathered. If it's not a magic shortbow, we're gonna have to go back and get some more caskets. Please. Dude, what? It's the Zammy plate skirt? I just got the Zammy plate legs and the Zammy plate skirt in freaking 7 hard clues. What? What the heck? That is ridiculous. Alright, so unfortunately, since I didn't get the MSB, we have to go back and we have to start AFKing some more clues. Alright. Magic shortbow. Come on. What is this? I got a freaking Crozier and another Zammy page, dude. I mean, the lobsters are good. Once again, it's like no hard clue is like really bad. What the heck, man? I just want a magic shortbow. I'm gonna finish goddamn Zammy book before I get a magic shortbow. Shortbow, please. Well, that's a master and a magic longbow. I'm not gonna do the masters yet. I actually intend on one because I literally would not be able to. With this gear, I would get shredded by the Bracerian mages and like the multi-groups of wizards and stuff. But I'm actually gonna hold on to these, and I want to save them all for like the absolute last day of, well, maybe not the absolute last day, the last week at least of Twisted League and just crank them all out then. So we're just going to stack as many Masters as we can. Hopefully we can even pick up a Bloodhound, because that'll actually be transitioned to future leagues as well. Please. This is like my 10th clue. Magikarp. It's another Zammy page! You've got to be kidding me! There is... What the heck, man? I've had 3 Zammy pages! Come on! Give me the magic short bow, dude! So, this is kind of unfortunate. I might honestly die running out here, so I'm just gonna make sure I grab this really quick. I came over here to the zombies in the Shazing Crypt because there's a 1 in 60 chance of getting a Rune Scimitar here. I figured, hey, 1 in 60 chance, it's pretty good. Especially considering how dry I was on all the other stuff you guys saw me killing in this video for Rune Scimitar. Well, you know, scroll boxes are 1 in 10, so you guys can tell I obviously went pretty dry here as well. So screw the Rune Scimitar. Really hoping we can get an MSB out of these freaking things so I don't have to worry about it. Alright. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Oh, fucking some magic longbow. Come on, man. Some kind of sick joke. I believe right now it's all gonna turn around. Alright, you know what? At least I didn't get another magic longbow. I'm just muting this one because I was just way too mad, dude. Alright, 80 billionth times the charm? No, it's not. I lied. I have no hope anymore. Yes! There's full rune in there, too. Fucking God, man. And honestly, it's probably not even dry. But, like... Oh, God, it's been putting me off for so long. I'm gonna finish off these last 4 clue scrolls first as well. And you know damn well, the next one I get is gonna be another freaking... It's gonna be another short bow, I just know it. Came out here to recharge my Koretz Memoirs. Was a very good call in getting this, especially considering how long it took to get the magic short bow, which I'm probably gonna get another one of right now. But we got the last 4 hard caskets to open here. Unholy Blessing. I mean, these Narda teleports are quite literally garbage. Unholy Blessing is maybe good for meleeing if I don't get the hard Radha's Blessing, so we'll take that. It's pretty alright. Unholy Blessing is pretty alright for meleeing if we don't get the... What? What are the chances of getting... Alright. And a Bandos page and the Guthix Plate Body. This is a pretty good one. I have another Bandos page in the bank, not that it matters. We're not going to be able to ever complete a book. We have Zammy Plate Legs and a Guthix Plate Body now, so that's pretty nice. I hate this game. This would have been probably the best first clue you could get, actually. Jesus. Full Black D'hide and a magic short bow. Alright, it's fine. I have mine, no reason being angry. And I have 3 of these. I have 3! 3 Zammy page 2s. What? Alright, hold on. I'll show you guys, just to prove this. I've had 3 of these this video. Like, just look at this. What? Alright, well, it's a new Bandos page. At this point, I guess I am kind of aiming for uniques. So... that's something, and I can replace my Rune Plate Body with this Guthix one, which is obviously way cooler. And now we get to alch all the stuff. This is the fun part. Here's the nice fun part. Oh, just watch the cash stack go up, dude. It's extremely satisfying. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know what I need that much money for on leagues. It's probably the only time I'm really gonna have to alch my stuff, because since I don't really plan on training construction, I think the only thing I'm really gonna be spending money on is soul runes, which are very expensive if I don't get too many from Slayer. And since I'm going to be camping Abbey Demons once I'm 85 Slayer, I'm probably going to need a lot of them. So actually, you know what? Never mind, I take it back. I probably will need to use all of this cash on soul runes. But unfortunately, we couldn't get to Slayer this episode, but we did get 20 hard clues completed. So I'm going to pick up a couple soul runes. Like I was saying, you can just watch my cash stack go down. These things are actually pretty expensive. Regardless though, this is a really long video and it did take me 2 days. They were pretty long days, as you can probably guess based on all the clips in here, to gather all of this footage. But I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. I did put a lot of time into it, and I'm really having fun on Twisted League, just like everybody else is. I do plan on trying my best to be rank 1 Master Clues, because if I get a Bloodhound on this season of leagues, it'll carry over to future seasons as well, which would be really cool. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Definitely make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new, because that really does help me a lot. And if you have gotten to this point in the video, make sure you go check out the Hardcore Iron Man series. Maybe you haven't seen it yet. I don't know. See you guys next time with finally starting the Slayer grind, man.
Choke you down just like